Okay, what if I told you that you could test your next big idea, that $1 million idea, without spending a single cent? Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful tool from the Lean Startup Framework. It's called a pitch experiment, and it's all about figuring out if you've got a real winner on your hands before you waste a bunch of time and money. But first, let's talk about the single biggest hurdle you're going to face: getting honest feedback. And I want you to ask yourself a tough question. Are your friends lying to you about your business idea? I know it sounds harsh, but this is a problem every single founder runs into. You know how it goes. You pitch your friend, and what do they say? Oh, that's brilliant. You should totally do it. But a complete stranger, someone you find online, they don't care about your feelings. Their reaction is what's real. They'll either ignore you or they'll try to buy it. And that action, right there, is the only truth that really matters. So why the huge gap? It's not that your friends are bad people. It's just simple psychology, right? They like you. They don't want to crush your dreams. Plus, you're literally standing right in front of them, all passionate and excited. It's a totally biased environment. And honestly, it can be super dangerous for a new business. So how do you get out of this feedback trap? You know, the one filled with nice but useless comments? Well, that's exactly what a pitch experiment is for. Think of it as the antidote to all that biased feedback, because it's designed to get you brutally honest reactions from the only people who matter: actual, real-life customers. So what exactly is a pitch experiment? Honestly, the name kind of gives it all away. The pitch part is you selling your idea, painting the picture. But the experiment part, that's the secret sauce. You're not just talking about your idea. You're setting up a scientific test to see how real people react when they have to make a choice, to buy or not to buy. The whole concept really boils down to this simple idea. You pretend your product or service is 100% real. You pitch it to total strangers, your perfect customers, and then you just sit back and watch what they do. Not what they say, what they do. That focus on action is everything. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a lot of work. But the real beauty of this whole method is how incredibly simple and fast it is. You can literally go from an idea you scribbled on a napkin to collecting actual hard data in just a couple of hours. It all comes down to a super simple two-step plan. And I mean it when I say it's simple. Here it is. Step 1. You create a simple little web page that makes your idea look totally real. Step 2. You drive some real traffic to that page. That's it. That is the entire experiment. And for step 1, don't sweat it if you're not a tech person. You don't need to know how to code it all. You can use tools like Squarespace or Wix or LaunchRock. They all have these easy-to-use templates where you can just drag and drop stuff, type in a headline, add a picture, and boom, you've got a professional-looking page. Okay, and for step 2, getting people, actual potential customers to see your page. You've got a ton of options here. You can go the free route by posting in relevant Facebook groups or subreddits. Or if you want to be a little more targeted, you can run some really small, cheap ad campaigns on places like Facebook or Google. But here's the part that is it's the best part of this whole strategy. How much does it cost to do all this? To validate your entire business idea? A big, fat zero. Seriously, not a typo. You can get real-world data without spending a dime. How is that even possible? It's pretty straightforward, actually. You just combine one of those free website builders with the free ad coupons that Google and Facebook are constantly giving away to new advertisers. They'll often give you $50 in free ad credit, which is way more than enough to get some traffic and see if your idea really has legs. All right, so you've done it. You've got your page up and you've got people visiting it. So now what? The next crucial part is knowing how to read the results. You've got to know how to tell the difference between someone who's just kind of curious and someone who's genuinely ready to buy. And that leads us to the most important question of all, right? How do you actually know if you've hit on something big? How can you be sure that you have a real winner on your hands? Well, you have to understand that not all signals are created equal. Someone clicking on your page, that's a little bit of interest. Someone giving you their email address? Okay, that's way better. But the absolute gold standard, the ultimate proof that you've got something special, it's when a complete stranger tries to give you their payment information. That is undeniable proof of demand. Now, when you set this page up, you basically have two ways to frame your offer. You can pretend the product is 100% ready to go and have a buy now button to see if people click it, or you can pitch it as coming soon and see how many people are willing to give you their email to be notified. Either way, you get super valuable data. If there is just one thing you remember from all of this, let it be this. Your goal is to test ideas, not your budget. This whole process lets you risk a few hours of your time instead of thousands and thousands of dollars of your money. And this isn't just some clever theory, it's a proven way to launch a business. The truth is, so many businesses have actually started this way. They just took an idea, put up a simple page like this, and saw that a ton of people were interested. And that gave them the confidence to go and build the real thing. So the bottom line is this. You now have a real framework to get hard data on whether your idea is any good. And you can do it this afternoon for absolutely no cost. The old days of just building something and praying that people show up, well, they're over. So, I'll just leave you with this thought. This process is fast, it's free, and it is unbelievably powerful. So my question for you is, what idea are you going to test this week?